Here's the truth nobody wants to hear. AI is going to automate a massive chunk of technical work within the next few years. The skills everyone rushed to learn, coding, data analysis, even design work, are becoming commoditized faster than anyone expected. But there is one category of skills AI cannot replicate, and companies are paying premium salaries for people who have them. Soft skills are not soft anymore. They are the hardest skills to find. Welcome to KB Bluetree, where we cut through career noise and focus on what actually builds long-term value. Today we are tackling something that sounds basic, but is completely misunderstood. Why soft skills are becoming the most valuable assets in an AI-dominated workplace. You are going to learn why technical skills are losing their competitive advantage, which specific soft skills are creating career opportunities right now, and how one professional turned his people skills into a six-figure role. This is not motivational fluff. This is strategic career positioning for the future that is already here. Let us jump in. Problem. Here's what we are seeing across every industry. Professionals who spent years building technical expertise are watching AI tools do their work faster and better. Designers see AI generate concepts in seconds. Writers watch AI draft content instantly. Analysts see AI process data they used to spend days organizing. The technical skills that took years to develop are becoming table stakes instead of differentiators. You have probably felt this yourself. Maybe you were great at Excel, or creating presentations, or writing reports. Then you see AI tools doing those tasks in minutes, while maintaining quality that is honestly pretty impressive. You start wondering what makes you valuable if a tool can do your core technical work. The panic sets in because everyone told you to learn hard skills, get certifications, master software, build technical capabilities. That was the path to job security and higher salaries. Now those same skills feel vulnerable because AI is eating them for breakfast. You are stuck wondering what to invest in next when the ground keeps shifting. Now let us talk about why this is happening and why it is actually creating opportunity instead of just threat. The root cause is that AI excels at pattern recognition and execution, but fails completely at human judgment and relationship building. Here is what AI can do brilliantly. Process information at scale, identify patterns in data, generate content based on examples, execute defined tasks consistently, and optimize for specific metrics. These are valuable capabilities, but notice what is missing. AI cannot read a room and adjust communication style, navigate office politics and build genuine relationships, make judgment calls with incomplete information, motivate teams through difficult changes, or negotiate complex deals requiring emotional intelligence. Companies are realizing this gap the hard way. They implement AI tools expecting productivity explosions, and technical output does increase. But projects still fail because teams cannot collaborate effectively. Initiatives stall because nobody can get stakeholder buy-in. Customer relationships deteriorate because automated interactions lack human understanding. Technical execution is not the bottleneck anymore. Human coordination is. The second part of this shift is about what work remains valuable. As AI handles more technical execution, the premium goes to people who can do what AI cannot. Frame the right problems to solve, get diverse groups aligned on solutions, communicate complex ideas to non-technical audiences, build trust with clients and colleagues, and lead through ambiguity and change. These capabilities were always important, but companies could get by if you were technically strong even with weak soft skills. That trade-off is disappearing fast. Technical competence is becoming the baseline expectation, and soft skills are becoming the differentiator that determines who advances and who plateaus. Solutions here is what actually works. We call this the Human Advantage Framework, and it has 3 pillars that make you irreplaceable regardless of what AI can do. Pillar 1 is strategic communication that cuts through complexity. This is not about being a good presenter. It is about translating between different audiences and making complicated ideas accessible without dumbing them down. The professionals winning right now can explain technical concepts to executives. Frame business needs 2 technical teams and synthesize conflicting viewpoints into shared understanding. Your first action is identifying communication gaps in your organization. Where do projects slow down because groups cannot understand each other? Where do good ideas die because they are not explained in terms the decision maker cares about? Where does confusion create rework and frustration? These gaps are your opportunity. Practice active translation daily. Technical teams talk about implementation details. Reframe it in business impact terms. When executives talk about strategic goals, translate that into concrete requirements teams can act on. Document how you bridge these gaps. This skill becomes visible quickly because you are the person who makes things click for everyone else. Pillar 2 is relationship building that creates organizational leverage. I can connect you to people, but it cannot build the trust and rapport that makes relationships actually valuable. In an AI world where information is everywhere, your network determines what opportunities you see and who thinks of you when problems need solving. This is not about collecting contacts. It is about genuine relationship building focused on mutual value. Identify people whose work intersects with yours and find ways to make their lives easier. Share insights without expecting immediate returns. Connect people who should know each other. Show up consistently and follow through on commitments. The tactical approach is simple, but requires consistency. Every week, have 3 conversations with people outside your immediate team. Not networking pitches, real conversations about their challenges and wins. Every month, introduce to people who could benefit from knowing each other. Every quarter, share something valuable with your network that helps them do their jobs better. It compounds faster than you think. In 6 months, you become the person people reach out to when they need help or have opportunities to share. That network effect is something AI cannot replicate because it is built on accumulated trust and demonstrated reliability. Pillar 3 is adaptive problem solving in ambiguous situations. AI needs clear parameters and defined goals. Real work is messy, with conflicting priorities and incomplete information. The ability to navigate ambiguity and make sound judgments is becoming the most valuable skill in any organization. This means getting comfortable operating without perfect clarity. When you face a problem, resist the urge to wait for complete information before acting. Gather what you can, identify your assumptions explicitly, make a call, and adjust as you learn. Document your reasoning so others understand your thought process. Build this skill by volunteering for projects where the path is not obvious. Take on problems that do not have established solutions. Put yourself in situations where you need to figure things out as you go. This experience builds judgment that no course can teach and no AI can match. Now for tactical implementation. Week 1, audit your current skill mix. What percentage of your value comes from technical execution versus human skills like communication, relationship building, and judgment? Be honest about where you actually spend time and create impact. This baseline shows you where to focus development. Weeks 2 through 4, pick one communication gap in your workplace and make it your mission to bridge it. Maybe it is between your team and another department. Maybe it is between technical folks and leadership. Position yourself as the translator. Actively work to make both sides understand each other better through your explanations. Weeks 5 through 8, implement the relationship building cadence we discussed. 3 conversations weekly with people outside your immediate team. 1 monthly introduction, connecting people who should know each other. 1 quarterly share of genuinely useful information or insights. Track this consistently and notice how your organizational visibility and influence grow. Simultaneously, start taking on ambiguous challenges where possible. When a messy problem comes up and others hesitate because it is not clearly defined, volunteer to take the first pass at scoping it. Get comfortable being the person who moves things forward when the path is not obvious. This reputation builds rapidly. Success story. Let me tell you about Jose. 3 years ago, Jose was a mid-level software engineer at a large tech company, feeling increasingly anxious about his future. He was good at his job, but watching AI coding assistants handle more of what he used to do manually. He saw junior engineers using these tools to match his output. Instead of panicking and trying to become even more technical, Jose made a different bet. He noticed that projects in his company constantly failed, not because of technical problems, but because teams could not work together effectively. Engineers built things product managers did not actually want. Stakeholders were not aligned. Communication broke down across departments. Jose started positioning himself as the person who could bridge these gaps. He volunteered to lead cross-functional initiatives where he would not write much code, but would coordinate between teams. He became obsessed with understanding what each group needed and translating that for everyone else. He built relationships across the organization by genuinely helping people solve coordination problems. Within a year, Jose was promoted to technical program manager. Not because of his coding skills, but because he could get groups aligned and moving in the same direction. He made complicated projects actually ship by managing human dynamics that AI could not touch. His communication skills and relationship capital became more valuable than his technical output. Today, Jose is a senior director of engineering operations, making double his original engineering salary. He still understands the technical work, but he does not do it. He solves the human coordination problems that actually determine whether projects succeed. His soft skills were not a backup plan. They were his competitive advantage. Call to action. Here is your immediate next step. Right now, identify one communication gap or coordination problem in your workplace that is slowing things down. Something where the technical work is not the issue, but the human alignment is. Volunteer to help solve it, even if it is not your official job. Then commit to the relationship-building cadence starting this week. 3 conversations with people outside your immediate team. Make them real conversations about their work and challenges. No agenda beyond understanding and being helpful. Watch how this changes your organizational impact over the next 3 months. The future belongs to people who can do what AI cannot. Technical execution is being commoditized, but human judgment, communication, and relationship building are becoming more valuable every day. Your soft skills are not secondary. They are your primary competitive advantage. If this resonated, like and subscribe to KB Bluetree for more insightful content on building careers that last regardless of technological change. We focus on sustainable strategies, not just chasing the next trend everyone else is talking about. Stop worrying about being replaced by AI, start building the skills AI cannot touch. Your humanity is your advantage. Now go leverage it.